Alright, cool. Here's the second part of this showcase. We're gonna be using this bridge as like a testing bench on the distance on Star's dashes. So, how's this gonna work? I put a pin down where I'm standing, starting at 0 meters, and then I'll just go straight with whatever dashes. So I'll start off with just the standard Q, just holding it. Stop. So just from using the standard Q and then until your fuel runs dry, you can travel up to 126 around that 126 meters. Let's go ahead and try out the Pt.2 flying technique. 3 meters. Start off, jump, dash, fly over. So you do lose out on about 20 meters if you do fly, but that's also assuming that there's no enemies around to shoot at while you're dashing, and if you have the propulsion core for recovery of fuel whenever you do damage, you can shoot while you're flying, and you can actually gain some fuel back. Same thing if you do the regular dash shoot. You can get some fuel back. So if there's no enemies, I think 120 to 100 meters. Next, go ahead and drop our Pt.2 here. We'll do the second option, which is to hold your right mouse button, and then you press Q whenever it's ready. So go ahead and jump, dash, hold your right.
Faster would be better.
And notice how we still have enough fuel to do the Q dash. Just had like a little bit less than half, and we did 136 meters. If I kept on going on with the Q, then we would have been able to travel even further distance. And if there were enemies nearby, I would shoot them, and I'll get even more fuel back. So you could travel more than 136 meters. Alright, last but not least is the Q and then the right mouse and then Q again. So head and jump, dash, Q, dash Q, dash Q. Alright, now notice 270 meters. That eclipses the other types of dashes that you can do with Neutron Star. Not only that, you have leftover fuel to even do like any sort of other dashes that you might need to do. Well, granted, you're running low, but like you still have enough wiggle room in order to like do your escapes. So let's get back to the zone so I can not worry about losing health.
Faster would be better.
Let's see here. So as we head back to the zone, perfect times to use each of these dashes. So simply the Q or the Pt.2 and then Q. You only want to use those whenever you're trying to escape. I dropped my Pt.2 back there. Yeah, I did. Okay, it's whatever. So obviously you're gonna burn out a lot of fuel whenever using the Pt.2 or just simply using Q to dash around. Obviously that's not ideal because you always want to have some fuel. Neutron Star, very mobile mech, and a lot of people think that it's the bayonets that do a lot of damage. No, it's in reality it's the submachine guns. You got 36 shots. Each shot does 36 damage. I think regardless of distance. There's one of those few mechs where like there isn't much of a drop off depending on distance. It's more like if you shoot, it depends on like how accurate you are. So if you're close enough, you can probably land all 36 shots.
Attention. The field has thinned considerably.
36 damage for each shot. That's like half a mech's health right there. Of course, you don't want to use submachine guns long range, so your goal is to get close to them, or if you're in danger, shoot back while you're dashing away. Mentioned before with dash 2, where you're in midair holding that bayonet charge, you would use that to travel from building to building or from high ground to other high ground. So for this case, we would start off from the high ground and say we're heading over there. Dash, hold your right mouse. Okay, well, we didn't really make it, but we also had like half of the fuel left, so we could have made it. That's used if you want to stay airborne and don't want to touch the ground. This would be good if you're wanting to get away from mechs that are like built for close range, so like another Neutron Star or an Arthur or a Hot Steel. You want to stay airborne, it's perfect. And then the third is to do those quick dashes, get those missile locks off of you, get those hurricanes off of you, because you can actually outmaneuver a hurricane as they will run out of fuel faster while you regen fuel faster. This makes Neutron Star extremely deadly as it's unpredictable. You can go either direction. And you also have maximum of 3 bayonet charges if you time it correctly. Alright. That's pretty much the introduction of Neutron Star. Of course, I'm not a main Neutron Star main, so there's definitely more techniques that you can figure out, but that's pretty much my basic interpretation of Neutron Star. Alright, catch you guys later.